I didn't get any. I got a chapstick
Oh, did you?
and a nail file. I got a chapstick for me and a nail file for my wife.
Only take things that I actually.
Well, that's what I knew. Like,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. I don't take the crap.
I like,
Right.
Like none of this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use any of this at all.
the ink pens on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We got,
yeah, so like, yeah, my previous life was all about trade shows. So when the kids were little, I'd get all the squish.
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and then when I like started doing them myself, I would only get stuff that I knew I would use. Or my wife, so bag clips was number one.
Yes.
Okay,
Chip
okay,
clips, whatever you wanna call
okay,
it.
okay.
Chip clips
I could still,
was always number one. Yeah,
Had a phone chart, one of those little.
oh yeah,
Breaks one time.
Really? That's actually good.
that's like, you must have won that.
I won that one.
But also like the thing that you could, it was like a. You know, like the grippy stuff that you would use to open a jar, and then they turned it like really, really grippy and you would throw it on your dashboard, then you throw your phone on it, so it would just sit
Oh,
there.
yes.
They started giving those out a couple years ago. There's all kinds of good fun stuff.
Yeah, but let's be honest, a lot of them are really a waste of money. Like, some of the really good ones are so expensive to even buy. I'm like, why would these people give these away? Woo,
Yeah.
pretty penny. There she is, Miss America. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, I think. My dad used to sing that to me when I walked down the steps in the morning. And of course, I was disheveled in every direction, and the fact that he would say that was always so stinking cute. I know,
That's a good day.
right? Now, he would also tell me that I would make the back door of my shoe closet. Because I would take off my shoes every time I came in the door, be like, since when did we open a shoe store? Like, where in the world did all these shoes come from? And I probably still have the same problem today if you were to come to my house. Right.
The screen's so shared.
What's that?
It's the screen.
You guys, I didn't put it. That's like you watching online.
Oh, we're on YouTube. Space bar and things.
All right, we got a couple people.
I mean, I'm here, so I feel like things are
Really all that matters.
Right. Right, come on, let's go. Let's go.
We'll acknowledge that in bucket bills.
Oh, God.
All right. So here we are. Welcome to August.
Woohoo!
If you got kiddos, they're going back to school.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Football's right around the corner.
Yes. That's the best.
Got all kinds
It
of
is.
stuff, right? Right. All right, here we go. So I think we always start off with. Birthdays,
Oh.
birthdays.
It's a lot for August.
It is a lot.
A lot of us Leos.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's at Thanksgiving time of year.
It, yeah. What else are you gonna do?
Travis is in the room.
And don't-
Ninja's in the room. And you're winning.
I know, both my agents have the same birthday.
We found this out at our team dinner.
That's awesome.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the same day.
Yeah, same day.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
And my son's a Leo too. I attract Leos.
Too bad you're 10 years older than her, Travis.
Yeah.
New agents. We hired 6 new agents. Annie, any of them here? No,
Dual career.
all dual career. Yep, all dual career.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, so July growth. Does everybody know Ellen? Ellen got hired on at the Chabris Group. She's pretty cool. She's the Chabris Group recruiter, so she's gonna start coming around. That's, I think, like her. Bucket fills. This week. Because Lauren is no longer here, Lindsay made the slide, so thank you to Lindsay for making the slide.
Yeah.
All right. And then we can just kind of, before we do bucket fills, we can kind of address that. So Lindsay moved on. I'm sorry, Lauren moved on. Lindsay's still here. Lindsay's still here.
Went on riot.
All right.
There's like a gasp.
Yeah. Lauren moved on. She got another job. She liked it here, but there were some things about the job. So if you guys know anyone, Melissa is actively taking resumes and recruiting.
The posting on Indeed as well, so
Yeah.
that's probably the easiest way for them to just get on Indeed, but let me know. So I can go out there and grab the resume.
Yeah. So, a little bit of marketing, which is what Lauren really liked. People aspect is also involved, right? So, and then there is some. Like they manage the affiliate program, trying to get people to come in and sponsor our events and become affiliates. So there's got a little bit of a salesy type to it. She didn't love that at all. And she also gets to work from home, so. She'll be missed, but I'm sure we'll find somebody really, really good. But all right, any other bucket fills? No? No one? Emily, thanks for coming up from,
Hey, I love being here.
where'd you go to dinner last night?
Oh, you're gonna be very ashamed. So
No
will everyone
problem.
else. Well, you all are gonna have to give me some tips for like when you come to Cincinnati. Here's where you need to go. So it was a little overwhelming because I wasn't sure which direction, like, right? So when you're not from here, you're like, well, what does metro mean? I don't know what's good there. So I did finally go
Yeah.
to Cheesecake Factory and get a piece of key lime cheesecake.
Right?
That's all I did.
That was dinner.
Yeah, I ended up on the phone with my kids. So, but the key lime pie was delicious.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Get the carrot cake from North Star over there. They make it in a mason jar. Pick it
Shut
up and
up.
take it and eat it in your bed. That's not what I do, but
No, Maggie, and listen, I didn't have it last night for dinner and breakfast.
yeah.
I didn't have my key lime pie for
No, of
breakfast.
course not. Well,
No.
go get you a carrot cake.
Okay,
And it in a little.
and
single
it's
serving
North
jar.
what?
North Star. It's right there at
North
Kenmore,
Star.
right across the
Oh,
street.
yeah, okay.
Really
okay.
good food.
And the food is.
But the,
Okay.
I mean, I don't even care about the food. I just eat the carrot. It's like,
That's my girl.
They have a
So-
good fried fish sandwich. too.
oh, really? Their
Oh.
pancakes are ricotta pancakes and they melt in your mouth.
What?
Oh, wow.
But the carrot cake is where it's at. So
All right, good to know.
It's like I'm
if
hitting
anybody
that
ever wants to take me to get carrot cake, please let me know. I will happily.
When's your birthday again, Maggie?
January,
All right.
birthday. Every month is my birthday.
Good stuff. All right, so this is our mission statement. To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Why is this on the slide deck? Just to read.
So this is part of our MVVBP. Like
Yeah.
this is our mission, which is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. And it's how does this show up for you? Because that's Keller Williams' mission statement. And what does that mean to you in your business?
This reminds me of one of the, I forget what it's called, but the mantra is living your life by design. Yeah.
I think that's it. Where it kind of encapsulates all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause like, why do we do what we do?
And if you're, to me, if I'm not having those experiences. And I was talking to you about this morning, like, my brother was telling me, oh, you could go get a sales job and make a lot more money. And I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't, I love what I do. I love the people that I work with. I love everything about what I do. So why would I leave that just for money? To me, that's not what I want. I want all of the other stuff.
All others.
Yep, all the other stuff.
All right.
I like the legacies worth leaving.
Well, I think for me, and I've actually said this to Maggie a lot, and actually to you a lot, I actually have two agent friends from Georgia who. Once again, this being the mantra, a lot of the agents, since Keller Williams is an international brokerage, they will go to KW Portugal.
Yeah.
Or KW Israel or KW Spain. And will go for like a season when it's cold over here and actually work over there, get a loft, then come back home. And once again, this is our mantra. It's like living your life by design. Whatever you dream, you can actually achieve.
It's right.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a bucket fill I forgot.
Oh, let's hear it.
Rob just closed a loan with me and he was awesome. He did a great job.
Good
Got it
job,
done in
Rob.
2 weeks. It was killer. It's for an investor. First time I've used Homefront, so it went really well.
Nice. Thank you. Great. Thank you. Great. Here's a little bit of market analysis. It's funny, everywhere you go, they have different numbers. But median home price, 332. I think last week or last month we showed like 354. So in that range. Units sold. And this is just for the 4 counties that make up Greater Cincinnati, Ohio. This does not include Kentucky. So Hamilton, Butler, Warren, and Claremont.
And you can, so this is Domos Analytics, and everyone in this room has access to these statistics, and they come up with this graphic. And you can you can isolate it for just one county and be able to post this directly if you wanted to. But that QR code will take you to the link and you can mess around with it. But you can look at historical data as well. And so I was playing around, like if you can't drop down on this because it's not the link, but just to see the difference between May, June, and July. And then if you look at May, June, and July of last year, it's a great tool. I mean, part of you as a real estate agent, you need to know what's going on.
Yep.
And you can specify based on the county. So if you don't work necessarily in this is all Ohio, but if you don't work necessarily in the Hamilton County area, if you're out more east, like in Goshen, like Dawn is, she can filter based on Claremont. You can do Brown County out there as well.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
The days on the market is crazy. Like to where it is in Kentucky, where I am.
Yeah.
Like we're at like 34, I think, right now. Close to.
Yeah, the last
30, 40.
information we had said 30.
Yeah. that's
So
a
this
lot.
is
So,
median days on market, I think is a little bit different of a
I'm sure.
measure.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. All right, so I wanted to go, I think everybody knows that I am a commercial agent. And so I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of commercial, not a lot. Just enough to show you that. So The difference in commercial is. Commercial, nobody's just a commercial agent. You have a specialty, right? And so. My specialty was healthcare. I helped doctors find and sell space. But CoStar is the leading. Database, there's no MLS, it's a kind of the wild, wild west, you don't have to do anything with your properties. But I wanted to show everybody CoStar because. Since I've been here for the last, whatever, 75 days, people have come up and asked me all these kind of commercial. And I don't have experience in everything, so there's office, I have experience, there's retail, I have experience, because that's where our healthcare providers go. But warehouse, multifamily, all of that stuff up here, like I said, warehouse, industrial, all of that up here, hotels. Never done anything like that before. So I know a lot of stuff. I know a little bit to be dangerous, but I don't know everything about every vertical, because that's what they call it in the commercial world. So you come up here, you go to sales, they have sales comps for you. If you want that, they start with sales comps, which I always think is weird. And by the way, this service, I pay $520 a month to be a member of CoStar so that I can do research for my clients and research for myself. But if I come to properties here, all these filters, so it's like, what are we looking for sale? Filters, the verticals are all on here, right? Property type. So what I see most in this office is most people want to see and do, if they're doing commercial, they're doing multifamily. So I can click on multifamily and it'll just bring all the multifamily that is available in greater Cincinnati. Or whatever the area is that you choose. And then from here, you go down and go, further. So if I have a client that says, find me $1 million multifamily property, you can search that by these parameters, and then you can go in here and you can look, and we'll just pick one. Let's just say they wanted like something more of like this, right? That had a couple of units on it. You go in here, they provide the pictures just like anyone else. They provide the agent, provide contact information, provide all this. So the main reason I wanted to show you guys this tool was because I pay for this. So, the value that I could bring to anybody who has clients that are interested in commercial is, one, I could share my experiences, but two, I have all the information on all the properties, on all the databases. So like one of the first meetings, Maggie had asked, when we do the I need, like, what do you need? Like, I have, I don't know how MLS or any of the residential websites break that down. But I haven't, so I can easily do a search. You can come to my office. Unfortunately, they make you, it's like your bank nowadays where you log in and then they send you a text. So like, I can't just give out my information, but you can come and you can schedule a time to come into my office and do that. And then on the leasing side, it's the same thing. Leasing side, you come in here, let's just say that you have a friend and they want to open nail salon, hair salon, you come in here, you pick your retail. Then you can filter it 1,000 other different ways. It gives you all the retail properties that are for lease. So you can search for your people, put a report together and send it to them that way. This one is retail because it's on the main floor there. But it's got all the information here on the properties, and then whatever it doesn't have, you just contact the agent or so. This one right here is new build. Tells you the size of the spaces and stuff. The agents. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that and let you know that that is a tool that we have. If you ever need it. I don't know if there's any questions, but does anybody have any questions on CoStar and anything like that?
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if we were leaking some information on the state market companies and a certain, folks would just reach out to you directly?
Yeah, yeah, you would just reach out to me directly and I can tell you if it's on market or if it's sold. Like I said, I can go in here and I can look at the comps. The comps are really hard, so the problem is with commercial. I always tell my clients that CoStar is 70% accurate. The reason is because you don't have to report anything that you do in commercial. Now, if it's a sale, it obviously goes to the county website, just like everything else. But you don't have to report leases, you don't have to report any of that stuff. And so they do what they can to provide research. They call people who are registered with them all the time, ask them if you did any leases, if you did any sales, can we report it to them? They try to pull information. But yes, so there is a strong chance that the information you pull is not accurate. Or, so I always tell my clients like, hey, I'm gonna send you a search. You can then tell me if you like that property. At that point, I will then reach out to the listing agent or the owner and find out if it's still like this one right here. I'm almost gonna guarantee. So this was one of my listings. And I almost guarantee that they haven't pulled it yet, even though I told them we had an executed lease.
So question, as a
Yes,
commercial agent, if you have a listing, do you have to put it in CoStar? My question really is it in, does CoStar have more listings than MLS?
yes, 100%. So most commercial agents are not, like, I'm not part of the MLS. You'll never see my listings in the MLS. So, and none of the big firms are MLS. There's not one agent that works for Colliers, Cushman Wake, CBRE, JLL, any of the other ones that are MLS agents. So I know that residential agents tend to dabble a little bit in commercial. There's not one commercial agent that dabbles in residential. Maybe multifamily 4-unit, but that's about it. They don't, so nobody pays MLS dues. We are not realtors. We're not part of the Association of Realtors. So once again, it just kind of talks to you about your listings and stuff. So this is already leased and I'm still getting emails all the time about it. So anyways. But that, any other questions? Those are good questions. So I would tell you, honestly, if you are looking for someone who is looking for a commercial property, you do need to come to me. You're not gonna find what you're looking for. Now, CoStar owns LoopNet. LoopNet is not a paid service, it's a free service. They don't even have as much information. They have limited properties. Like it's a very tricky thing, but everything that that's on a commercial property is in CoStar. Yeah. Once again, any other questions there on that? Okay. So now we're gonna go back to our slide deck. And we have none other
Uh-oh,
than
uh-oh. This is dangerous. You're giving me
Mouth of
the
the
floor.
South.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's do it.
Who's
Where's the
handing
clock?
out the tchotchkes?
Okay, as long as I know
You
what
got
the clock
15
is.
minutes.
Good job getting done on time. Hi, guys, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Greg, you're supposed to say great and smile at me.
Doing wonderful.
I'm so glad to be here. I know that I haven't met each of you outside of this room. You may have seen me at KW events. But I'm wanting to talk to you guys today a little bit, kind of how you all run your business. So I'm gonna ask, I want this to be, everybody kind of throw out stuff when I'm asking questions and kind of participate with me. I know you guys are in kind of a different market now, right? Yes. Tell me, in your business, are you all really careful about? I know I'm more of a risk taker, like by nature. Anybody here a risk taker? Oh, come on.
It was.
Yeah, okay. So risk takers by nature, when you're doing something with a business like this, which does have a lot of risk, what are some of the ways that you all feel like you protect yourselves in your real estate business? I'm curious of that. Do you have any things that come to mind with ways that you all protect yourselves?
Document.
By documenting and proper communication, right at the line.
Okay. Documenting, making sure you're communicating. And how do you usually communicate?
I have a consult with my clients.
Okay.
Documentation in front of them. It's pretty much walk them through each page
Okay,
and the process.
okay.
And
Do you-
sign.
And the what?
And then have them sign.
And have them sign.
Yeah.
Do you all ever make decisions for your clients?
Technically.
I hope you say no, right? That's one of the things that can really get you in trouble, right, Meg? Making decisions for them. And what I want to talk to you all about with the warranty is why this is going to really be a key part in your business. A lot of people dismiss a warranty and they think that's just something that they may want, they may not want. I want you all to put some thought into some things we're going to talk about today with a warranty and really think about how this could impact your business. Something as little as this can really make a big difference in the way that you're presenting yourself to your clients and the way that at the end of the day, you're running your business, which is very risky, right? Do you all have any idea if you were to guess? So E&O claims, have any of you all had an E&O claim against you? I hope, I mean, right, of course you've been doing this a long time, right? So the more deals you do, the more odds of you're gonna have an E&O claim at some point. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is, right? If you all were to guess, E&O claims from last year, it's actually 2024 to 2026. Do you all have any guess at the percentage of increase of E&O claims?
40%.
You're almost right on the
Am
money.
I? Well, I'm just thinking with the NAR stuff going on.
Yep.
It kind of gave people some ammunition to think that they had a right to claim something, so that was my thought.
Yep. 43%.
Oh, wow, what's
Increase from 2024 to today.
Correct. You,
I tossed my.
I was gonna act like I did too, just to make you feel better.
Yeah.
I haven't had her in a long time, but
20%.
so 43% is a lot. And if you are just kind of shifting into business or you're ready to really make sure that you're dotting all your I's and crossing your T's, what you are needing to think about are how are there going to be ways that you can decrease risk in your business and make sure that you're not making decisions for your clients, okay? Have you, I know some of you all have been to a training that I've done, and was that helpful when I did a training? Travis, was that helpful? Cause I was here, you did my training, right? Was it helpful?
Yeah.
But did you feel completely overwhelmed? No?
I
Did you
didn't.
feel overwhelmed? Cause I know you were here too, no?
I didn't think it was bad.
Okay. So what if, instead of having to remember all of those things, you just need to let us speak to your clients about what an actual warranty is? Would that be helpful? Because,
I found in the past,
okay, sure,
and that was kind of my approach. I would rather they speak to the professionals about it.
Yeah.
Than for me to be somewhat educated about it and not be able to give them all the information they need. So there was an 800 number,
right?
and then there was a person that we dealt with who typically just referred everything to an 800 number.
Okay,
And I don't think that there was any conversation. I would really like to see more of that. with
Okay.
Clients. for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because that's what
what we did for so long, even as sales reps, is we went and we trained and we trained and we trained. Here's a warranty, here's what it does, here's the listing coverage, here's the stuff for the buyers, and then sent you all out to go talk to people. And we did that the wrong way completely. It's not your all's job as a real estate agent to talk about a warranty.
Right.
That really puts you on the hook. And honestly, what happens more times than not is if you even say a word of like, it may cover, and you've said, oh, it will cover. Whoever's hearing that may hear something completely different than what you were meaning, and they're interpreting it the way that they want to interpret that. So, for example, I don't talk to people about loans because I would rather someone like Craig do that, right? That's what he does. We want to be able to do the same thing for you guys as agents and making sure that you take that off of your plate, okay? So I want to start with one thing. One thing is what we are now doing is we are covering your E&O deductible. Do any of you all have a clue how much your E&O deductible is? A lot
I
of
do.
people don't. What'd you say?
I know it.
So a lot of people don't even know that, right? If you get a claim filed against you and it goes to litigation, you are going to have to pay your E&O deductible. Yes,
$5,000.
$5,000. $5,000. That is not negotiable. It is what your insurance will require you to do if there is an E&O deductible claim filed against you. You have to put up the $5,000, period, stop. What we do as a part of us partnering with you all and knowing that we trust you all to make the right decisions with your clients is just by scheduling a call now. You don't even have to order the warranty. Just by scheduling a call with us, then you are going to have 100% of your E&O deductible covered by us. So that may sound completely crazy, right? Why would we put up $5,000 for someone when it may have nothing to do with the warranty? Well, that's just it. We want to support real estate agents. That's what we're in business for, is to support you guys. So now, by scheduling an appointment with us, we're going to cover your E&O deductible. Do you think that would be helpful? Yep. And in a couple of different ways, right? So now you don't have to talk about the warranty. Does that take a little pressure off? Right? I cannot tell you how many times I've had conversations with agents who they've been to maybe 10 of my trainings. And there's still, year after year, there's still things that they can't recall, right? So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start with the seller end so that you can kind of see what this looks like, okay? And I'm going to give you an example of a phone call that I got the other day. So the example is, got a phone call from a real estate agent. This was day before yesterday. And he's got a listing that he already knows that the appliances, HVAC, are older. They're working properly, right? Everything's working okay, but they're older. They have age on them. So there's a hesitancy in this market, because that agent is a very strong agent, to go, hey, as a listing, I should probably just list this with the warranty to be transferred to the buyers at closing, right? So in negotiations, are you all seeing people, when you get offers, that those offers might include things like, we know that the HVAC is a little older, so we're going to ask for $5,000, right? Towards us thinking that we may end up having to get a new HVAC unit, and that comes straight out of your seller's pockets. And your job is to let your sellers keep as much money as they possibly can, right? So that $5,000 might not seem like a big deal to you, but if you are listing a house with the warranty, What what you're doing is giving peace of mind to that incoming homeowner. And now negotiations about what a seller is gonna pay out of pocket as like a flat amount for something that may be aged in their home. That seller's agent is taking that off the table by listing it with a warranty. Does that make sense? Okay. So the seller gets a benefit. In the meantime, the seller gets $1,000 towards some different items, and I've got our brochures, but I didn't want to give those out because honestly, they're more distracting than they are helpful. So we've got 9 different items that we'll put $1,000 of coverage for, including things that come on the inspection. You're not going to know what those are. And it doesn't really matter. All you need to do is let us talk to your seller. Hey, Mr. Seller, my name is, and they're going to speak to a concierge with our office. And that concierge is going to speak to them about, here's why it would benefit your listing to have a warranty on it. For now, they're going to hear about the coverage that it's going to give to the buyers, but also how it's going to help them during the list period. Okay. So by them hearing that, now they're going to get on the phone with us, right? And they're going to say, well, this is a lot. This is one less thing you all have to do as agents. And now these sellers are getting some coverage, okay? On the buyer's side, when buyers call us, or I'm sorry, schedule a call with us and we speak to them. If they've decided that they want to get the warranty, which is what obviously we want them to be able to do because we're explaining it properly, then we are going to waive their first deductible when they have an emergency that first time. So typically that's $100 of a deductible. We're going to waive that the first time they have a claim. In addition to that, you as the agent, if you have set this up on the seller side, you will still get phone calls about when that buyer got repairs through the next year. Same with buyer's agent. You will also, right, get calls whenever your buyers make claims. But what we're going to do is make sure we're reaching out to them on your behalf. So how many of you all pay for lead gen? Do you all pay for lead gen? Anybody? Okay. So you shouldn't, right? There's many ways to be able to make up for that money that you'd be paying someone else. So what we do is we're going to make quarterly calls to that buyer and check in on them. And that concierge is going to be the same person that spoke to them when they ordered the warranty. And they're going to call, check in, see if they need anything. And it's very possible, because a lot of times this happens, where that homeowner may have completely forgotten they even had a warranty, right? It happened to me when I was getting my house. So when they get that first thing that comes up, they're like, oh my gosh, this concierge has called me. It's 3 months in. They already had a claim on their dishwasher that they forgot about. And we're actually going to help them take care of that claim. And we're going to let you know as the agent, hey, we went and helped 123 Main Street. We called them during our quarterly call and got them fixed up for their dishwasher. So you all are going to be in contact at the same time that we hear from your people, because it can honestly create some leads for you guys. I've already had 2 agents just in the most recent that I can recall, who've already gotten referrals from people who called and they're like, oh yeah, I had a claim, I forgot about it. And by the way, I know somebody who's thinking of buying or selling. And so that gets transferred over to you. Okay. In the grand scheme of things, this isn't going to make or break what you have kind of put up for your people, right? It's not going to make or break a deal, but you need to think about this too in coming up with ways to be able to talk to negotiating on a contract, right? So all we are asking is that you just give us an opportunity to talk to the buyer or seller. We're gonna have a conversation with them. If they purchase it, they're gonna get $100, their first deductible waived, and we're gonna call them every quarter on your behalf. If they choose not to get it, or they choose not to, they end up making a call and they don't get on the call at all, we're still gonna cover your E&O deductible as long as you schedule a call with us. And we're still going to, there's, of course, there's all different values, but there's other value just besides that for you all as the agents. You're offering it to your people, you're not making decisions for them, and you're not on the hook for talking about the warranty. That's the last thing we want you guys to do. So you'll see some of the changes within compliance for, I know you all are lone wolf here, right? Okay, so you may see a switch very soon coming with that. That's what Tara talked about last week at the meeting. And we have some new forms where you all will get to choose. Yes, I'm gonna schedule an appointment. I don't want to schedule an appointment, or where your buyers or sellers said they did not want to have an appointment with us, and that's okay too. But we want you all to understand the benefit of letting us have that time with them. Because it's inevitable that you're gonna end up having someone that comes up and says, oh my gosh, I should have totally ordered that warranty. And as a quick reminder, I did get I don't like getting the negative calls, but I had a lender call the other day, and his client, who was the new homeowner, had not been able to get a hold of their real estate agent. Their hot water heater had busted when they went into the house after closing. And not seeing anything wrong on the inspection, the homeowner's like, what are you talking about? Like, this was fine. So then they're worried. Oh, well, the seller must have known something was going on and they just didn't let us know, right? So this lender called and said, hey, Emily, this closed 4 days ago. Can we get a home warranty for my people? Right? Think ahead and get them covered ahead of time so you don't have to go backwards. And just think about how they would feel and how you would feel if something big comes up. Just have peace of mind. So make sure you reach out to me, and I'll, of course, tell you all the other things. And you might need some Band-Aids, right? I mean,
Mine just ran out.
Oh.
Oh my God.
the store. So Band-Aids are very important because we help just kind of patch it up, right? It's not gonna cover everything. That's not what you're trying to talk about when it comes to a warranty. You're so welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. But what it is gonna do is protect you and protect your buyers and sellers. That's so fun. I know, right? And look, we were talking about really crappy things that they give away. I actually consider this quite amazing. And some people might ask for two, and if you ask for two, I give you two. Do you need two, Craig?
Do I look like?
No, you don't.
Need to.
Give Craig two.
I think you look like you might need two. You never know. If you've got, I swear people, when they know you're a mom, they're like, oh, go to her. She might have Band-Aids. Huh?
Green box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue it is.
Something different. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Great job, Emily.
You.
I think that goes back to, having someone, the expert is the one that you handle the conversations. You don't want Emily handing real estate conversations with you, right? So if it comes up, you say, hey, I've got a person.
Yep.
And it's worth a 10-minute phone call.
Yep.
And then just let Emily handle it for them. She's gonna be able to better sell her product line and her services than you are.
Okay.
Okay.
So AI. Love it, hate it, whatever, it's here. And I've been noticing some things, Maggie's noticing some things. You guys are using a lot of AI in your marketing. And I just want to kind of make sure you guys are aware of a little bit of the risk behind that. One of the things I've been seeing a lot is people are creating social media graphics and they're having the AI create the logo for Keller Williams Seven Hills. That's not a compliant logo. That is a state violation. So you guys need to make sure that when you're creating things in AI, that you are using the actual brokerage logo. Because that can get you into some trouble. But what I found, if you guys look in your packet here, this is something that KW put out. I found it in KW Connect. But it's just a guidelines for using AI tools and making sure that you're staying compliant. Obviously, it's going to touch on making sure the information is accurate, but it also talks a little bit about, I mean, AI doesn't understand fair housing. Right, so you can put some information into AI and it's gonna create this beautiful, 4 or 5 line description of a property, but it's not gonna recognize that there could be terms used in that description that violates fair housing.
Unless you dictate that, unless you dictate that.
Right,
AI, you can still.
but it's not gonna default to that, right?
No.
You have to dictate
Yeah,
it,
you have
but
to
sometimes
dictate,
we're
yeah.
running and gunning and we're a little bit too quick, like I need this real quick description. You're not gonna dictate in there, but yeah, and also you need transparency. You have to let people know when you're using AI. If you're using AI in your photos for listing, it needs to indicate that.
The MLS asks that. now.
Yeah.
You post a picture.
Absolutely.
But you don't have to let people know like, oh, ChatGPT wrote this house description.
No.
That's not what you're talking about. You're
No.
talking about photos or
Photos.
visual content.
Right, well, but here's another thing,
And
is
they
we've had agents who've taken, we talked about this before, where they've taken an inspection report. And have dropped it into AI. And then presented that to the client along with the inspection report.
Gosh.
So you have to be careful with that, because if you just present that piece of it, that's big issues. Now, AI you can use to enhance and maybe educate yourself, but you need to be careful on how you're using it. So I just wanted to make you all aware, this is a nice little graphic that Canva and KW put together. It just has some little bullet points that I think are extremely important. So that's what this is about. Any questions on that? So if you guys, like Maggie and I and Tara and Melissa and Patrick, like we're gonna kind of keep an eye, like if we see something online, we're not gonna obviously blast you under your comments, but don't be like, we will like send little notes like, hey, just a little nudge. This isn't, it's, as gentle as you.
Like if next door is doing that sunset image, which we all love as marketing, that's considered AI, right?
It may not be used as AI, it could have been, it could be a filter that they put on a photo, so there's a difference in like.
Is that a virtual image though?
It is,
Technically is. right?
I don't know if it can, I feel like for that one, I feel like. That's probably not one that you would flag for AI, it's like the virtual staging, something that like alters the. I mean, maybe it should be, but we've been doing that for so long, I don't think that the sunset,
I
yeah.
think we should look into it.
Like the sunset
Image, that's the sunset image with the sky and the lights in the windows and
like the twilight.
but I mean, that's why I'm AI.
Like, can we get that one?
That's what I'm thinking.
I looked this up
Oh,
and it's not considered AI. If you're changing the color of the sky, if you change the color of the grass, the trees, you take a bush out,
right.
you shorten stuff, you take wires out of the sky, that's AI. But the sunset, I looked at all, because
So when it doesn't impact the actual house, property, real property.
well, it's also done in a like a filter type thing as opposed to
Yeah.
an AI
Yeah.
generated image.
That makes sense.
So they specifically mentioned it, doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like if you made a picture black and white. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Renika?
I think what would be helpful, especially I just perused your document, I think it would be helpful across the board for agents to know what the prompts are. because I think, to your point, me having a background in AI professionally, I think that people need direction, like this is a compliance document. But I think it would be helpful for agents to know, because I use AI for everything, especially from English. Because it refines my language, but I always know what prompts to use, rewrite what's already been written. I think if we say, acting as someone who's a realtor who, you know, taking into consideration fair housing laws of Ohio, like, I think agents also need that direction as well. Just
So
like
if you,
said.
and that's a good point, if you go into KW Connect and you go into AI, they have hundreds of AI prompts that you can use. I don't, as like a brokerage, I kind of want to be careful with what I tell you on how to use a prompt. But there's some suggested prompts that KW has put together that you could utilize. But I'll look a little bit more into that. I might bend your ear on a little bit more
Well,
of
the
what
reason
you're.
why I'm saying this, it's kind of like we're a society that literally just takes it and we want the quick fix. I don't think that a lot of agents are gonna know what prompts are. They're just going into ChatGPT and they're just asking it for. So I think at some point there needs to be some like direction, to your point, like to direct agents to go there before they put anything there.
Yeah, I mean, it's educating more the agent population of the entire brokerage. And there's a level of putting it out there and are you gonna read it?
Right.
And then sitting down with every person. So that's why we try to take it in these public forums and make sure we're discussing it. And then we'll make sure we push out this information in everyone's email and just kind of hope to stay with it on there.
That's who's getting it. We've done a few AI classes
We've done a few
too
AI
on how to utilize it, and I've learned a ton just from coming, but when agents don't come, they're the ones that call us and say, I don't know how to do this, and we're like, well, we've had 3
So we're gonna get more, a little bit more purposeful in kind of making sure that when we see those things that we're gently correcting them and making sure that we're all staying in compliance, because
Yeah.
last thing that we want to get is an E&O claim. That's right.
That's what I was.
All right, any more on the AI? You guys good? Oh, yes, Don.
I have actually used it to create documents for employment and stuff like that, but I still contacted Mike Fletcher with lawyer's title to have him review the document that was generated by.
Absolutely.
So I think you go ahead and do that. Just have it approved by an authoritative, you know, someone in a position of authority like that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
What did we decide about our image? Like, what's the AI rule on our image of using an AI generated image of us?
I'm like, I know agents who have used the same headshot for like 40 years.
But I mean, but that's not AI, that's not AI generated. We were taking a class, like, oh, maybe it was ethics, Jennifer, and we were talking about this, like, whatever it's called, disclosure and transparency or accuracy or misrepresentation, and that topic was brought up about. Are you allowed to use AI for your image?
Well, there's branding, which is one thing, but like, if you're like sending somebody, I don't know enough about that. Let me look into that and get back to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cause that was, I think when we took Jennifer's ethics class, that we talked about that as part of. So, like, it was a section, this was a section in the ethics class.
I mean, we're not
There
required
wasn't
to
an
have
answer.
our image on marketing, like our photo doesn't have to be on marketing, our name, our phone number, our brokerage logo. That is required, but it's not a requirement to have your headshot on.
Cause I think like the.
Yeah,
Like the AI generated headshots are kind of even more like a little.
I don't know how you're gonna fight that. I mean,
No, I don't
What are you
know
gonna
fighting
say?
it, I'm
That
asking
doesn't
what's
look
the
like you.
policy on it. in case
There
we
isn't
use
one,
it,
it's, there isn't a brokerage policy on it,
Or MLS.
and there's not an MLS policy on it, or a realtor of alliance.
Yeah, and
Policy.
some agents don't even have their picture.
Yeah, I just
When it
finished,
wiped out, came back.
yeah, I just finished my post licensure CE, and they did a section on AI, and it didn't mention it at all. And that's the most up to date on that, but I'll look into it,
So
we'll look into it.
you can't misrepresent the property. But you could
Misrepresent
misrepresent yourself.
Yourself, that's hilarious.
Well, hold on,
Someone misrepresent me, I didn't even give him permission to use my picture.
Oh.
And I'm on the was a headshot. I wound up with a full body. My waist was like this big round.
Oh my god.
They added some stuff. I'm like, oh, that does not look like me at all. And here we are. Here we are. I didn't pay for it. I didn't ask for it. Somebody just grabbed my picture and just did what they wanted. And I'm like, oh my god. And or real estate. I was really shocked by it. actually.
That's what I'm asking, like,
Yeah.
what? Like, just to be clear,
We
we
can
can
get-
misrepresent ourselves with AI, but not property.
Kendall, are you saying I'm not 6'4", 180?
You are in my eyes.
Check on
Okay,
that.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I mean, I think, yeah, this is gonna be towards property information, descriptions, your listing
But
and
not
things
us
like
as
that.
realtors.
This is not us as realtors.
That's the
right
great
now.
area.
But you bring up good questions. We'll look into it and check, but I just don't think that there's a policy yet because MLS and the board, everybody's like a year, 2 years behind everything. I mean, if you look at historically, every contract that they have revised and redone, it's in reaction to how the market has been. So there isn't anything that we see out there right now, but we'll look into it. Good question. All right. Okay, we are doing a back to school drive for CCPA, which is the Cincinnati College Prep Academy. So this is something I've been working with Jennifer Pope on. You guys would have gotten an invitation to a happy hour. So that's our last, August 27th, we're gonna do a happy hour at Raimondo's at Element Eatery. And we're gonna invite the teachers from this school. We did have someone that was gonna come in today and speak about it, but unfortunately she had a death in the family and had to cancel last minute. They're gonna come next week, but I have an entire toolkit together with emails that you can send out to your clients, but the idea is that this is a brokerage event that, and you can copy it, if you want to change the school and do this, partner with another school, you can do that as well. But the toolkit has a timeline, emails, it has social media posts that you can put out. It's a way to connect with your clients in your database and just say, hey, we are putting together a school supplies drive. If you have any extra pencils or folders, and I'll get the list to everybody, I'd be more than happy to come by and pick those up. Or this weekend, when you're shopping for tax-free weekend, and happen to grab a couple extra folders, I'd be happy to grab that. I'm gonna have a QR code for an Amazon wish list, but we're partnering with Raimondo's Pizza as well. And so at all 4 Raimondo's Pizza locations, they're gonna have big boxes that people can donate as well. If you guys haven't met Nicole Raimondo, that's her family's restaurant. She's gonna host us for the happy hour, which is gonna be on August 27th. So all month long, we're gonna be collecting school supplies. I will get all that information out today and tomorrow, and you guys can use this as a way to connect to your clients in a non-hey, you wanna buy real estate with me way. Questions on this? Way to get back to the community. This is a school that they're located in the West End. And they basically need supplies year round. They're K through 12. It's a great little organization downtown. All right. Next week, we have a couple of really, really great classes. I love that I'm wearing my headshot dress.
It's a good color on you. It really is.
So that's me. Let's talk about misrepresentation. I just wear this every day and then we all know who I am. But Tuesday after team meeting, Maggie's teaching appraisal negotiations. That is after our team meeting with Peter Sabri in our fireside chat. And then Wednesday, Tara and I are going to do a lunch and learn. So at 10 a.m. Don't be afraid. We're going to talk numbers. It's agent financials next Wednesday at 10. And then Tara is going to teach a class, building your business with a real estate team 101. So if you are a part of a team, or if you're interested in building a team, or if you are a solo agent and want to know what in the world is a team, Tara's going to be teaching at 12 o'clock. So we're going to do lunch in between our 2 classes in person. She'll be here in person teaching that. So I will start at 10, break for lunch, and then you'll hang out with Tara. Sound good? Yeah. And you'll be here Tuesday as well? All right. And then next Tuesday evening, we are doing another real estate career night. So if you know anyone that is interested in getting into real estate, For Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana, we are offering free real estate school. You just have to sign up. There is a registration fee of $95, I believe. But other than that, it's free real estate school. And Patrick's gonna be posting that next Tuesday night. We have a Facebook event page. You can scan the RSVP, or you can just loop them in a three-way text with Patrick and get them scheduled. All right, keeping going. MREA podcast. This is just your weekly reminder to check out the MREA podcast. If you haven't started listening to these, they're great.
They are.
So good. One of my favorite ones is Jason Abrams at the end of last year. He really just talks a lot about lead generation and how lead generation should be something you're passionate about and it's not a chore. What does that mean? When lead generation is something you're passionate about? It's not just like, I'm passionate about cold calling all these people. No one's passionate about cold calling. What's an idea of a lead generation that you can be passionate about?
Open houses, door knocking,
Blog, website,
events,
Volunteering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volunteering. Let's
That's what I was
put
gonna
stuff in the box. I was talking to Tammy Iverson the other day and she's like, yeah, I just play pickleball 3 days a week
Yeah.
and go bowling 2 days a week.
That's right.
That's her lead gen.
Yep.
Tammy Iverson's one of the top 5 agents in the office. She enjoys it. It makes it not feel like a chore. Right? So you got to think. So again, that's just from one of the many MREA podcasts. Like I said, Jason Abrams did a great one at the end of last year. So check this out every week. Just good stuff. All right, and then I posted this in our Facebook event or Facebook page as well. But if you need ideas on what to post on social media, here it's already done for you. Just plug and play. August social posts. All right, I have a need. Who's got what? I'll go on. Celeste, what do you got?
I've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bath. House in Madisonville, it's on the market 375, it's 2 lots. It's got a partially finished basement, the other side of the basement's fully roughed in. Waterproofed on the one side, the other side just needs actual waterproofing, but there's been no water problems. It's walking distance to the Madisonville, rec center. And then I've got a commercial lot on the corner of Carthage and Barrel Main in Norwood. It's a car sales shop going for $350. It needs a new roof. That's been put into the price. The tenant is there. He's been there for 20 years. He's on a month-to-month right now. So.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna make.
Yeah, Renika?
I have a new listing at Carthage. It's a multi-family, first level, a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, second level is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, listed for $189. It needs a little bit of TLC, so I'm gonna have an investor open house this Saturday. So if you know of anyone, investors, can put their contractors out this Saturday before.
Are
Is
there
it a cash buy? Is it something that only qualifies for cash buy?
No, the interior is fine. It just needs some cosmetic work. The exterior needs a little bit more love. Yeah.
Are there, is it leased?
189. So we're 3,000 square feet. Sorry, what you saying?
Is it leased?
It was leased and then the tenants had to leave abruptly, so. Okay. Okay.
Who else? I have any.
Hey, Lindsay, can I talk before we break, pick up on one thing?
Yeah, wanna? I have possibly a listing coming in September in Kennedy Heights, 3-bed, 1.5 bath on a dead end street, on Afton. It's right off of Kennedy and Iris. It's probably gonna be in the mid to upper 200s. 250, 275, still working on that. It will probably be a delayed entry. We want to try to sell it before putting it on the MLS. So once I have more details, I'll let you know.
Is it occupied?
It is occupied, but they'll be moving out.
Hey, just some real quick information, and I was gonna wait till next week, but I've been traveling around talking to other offices about this, and I think it's important right now. What's going on in the market, big change in condos right now. So as of Monday, Fannie and Freddie made some changes. There will no longer be any limited reviews. So basically limited reviews, if they were put 10% down, we didn't dig into their budget, right? So we didn't get into that. Now everything is absolutely a full review. So it's gonna make it a little more tedious of a process. It's also gonna take and eliminate some eligibility on Fannie Freddie Mae side, right? So if you have customers that are looking for condos, or you have people that are maybe gonna be selling condos, the other thing that's coming in January, the budget restraints or on the reserves are going from 10% now, but there's a lot of condos that struggle in that regard, to 15%. So it's gonna go up 50%. So we're gonna see non-workable condos come back, and that's gonna be, as far as your down payment requirements, you're talking about 20 to 25%. So maybe in the next 6 months, we see a niche lender come in, investor, that creates lower down payment offerings, but it'll probably be credit based. So just be aware of what's going on. You know, it's gonna take longer to get condos done, so I would say you're right, the condo offer, that contract probably needs to be 30 to 45 days. The HOAs are not easy to work with, and if you don't know, most HOAs for us to get a full review charge between $200 and $800. And if I want to rush and I want it 5 days, they'll charge me another 200. Otherwise, it's 2.5 to 3 weeks to get it. So condos are already tough, and they're going to get tougher. So just understand what's going on in the market. So any questions on that?
This feels like it's a dumb question, but I can't help myself. Does that mean that there's any chance of more possibility for like FHA to?
If they're not gonna meet Fannie and Freddie, likely not gonna meet FHA requirements, the problem. So basically, when we do a limited review, we don't ask about budget, we just ask what the occupancy is, and then if there's any litigation and deferred maintenance. Now with the full review, like we're digging in, we're asking for full docs, and it's an interrogation. So, cool.
All right. Anyone else? You got some McAllisters? You got some food? Good?
Yes.
Cool. I'll give a shout out to Melissa. She completed her first month-end close by herself today. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It's been a big.
Oh my God.
You need some key lime pie.
I bet she does. I bet she does.